Ladies and gentlemen, we are back at it again in the Chumuckla Springs area, fishing the Escambia River. Just exploring this place a little more. Made a video here the other day and enjoyed it, so I'm making another one. I'm pretty close to the ramp here, and I have a spot where the current's just kind of rushing through. We're going to throw a topwater there, see if we can get something going. Looks like a great ambush spot. Other than that, gonna hunt for some more Oxbows. Wish me luck. Despite being a really cool looking spot up here where the water's flowing through this little island, I threw my whopper plopper around and did not get a bite. I didn't want to spend too much time here because I have a long way to go. So I need to start paddling down the river. So I only give this, I don't know, 10 or 15 casts and then we move it on. We are now about 3 miles south of the lodge. We are here at our little ditch. I don't know how much fooling it's going to take to get in here. Escambia River in here. Got a lot of sandy sandbars on it. I do like it so far. I like seeing this. Might keep some people out. So vine got tangled up on my wheel. So I think we've eliminated the bass boats. Alright guys, it looks like it's opening up here. We had to go through it a little bit to get in here. Had to go under stuff, around stuff. But it looks like we're about here. Looks like we are about here. Uh-oh. It also looks like I may have to get out and drag across this bank, but that'll be all right. All right. We have got to pull across this beach and re-enter our creek. I believe the official term for this is quarter. One final little push. One final push. Whew. Whew, guys. The creek getting in here wasn't too bad, but then I got towards the entrance of the lake. Whew. And man, the sandbar like to got me. If we can catch us some good perch, it'll all be worth it. Figure out what these guys.
As usual, whenever we are perch fishing, I'm throwing that Zman Shad Fryz on my BFS setup.
That was one. That was a snag. It is nice to be in this cool weather though. This little side pocket over here. Good grief.
Usually what I like to do is target the visible downed wood stuff on the bank, push his trees, and then build off of that. See how deep it is, and then build from there, figure out where I need to go.
Oh, I just had a bump. Is it a perch? I don't know. Another one. It would be something if we found them. Oh, that was a decent one. Okay then. Oh, he got off. Oh man. I don't know what it was. A perch, maybe. Nope, it's a brim. All right. Not a bad brim. That hurt. It stuck me. It wasn't no good. Oh, fish on there. Huh. I was snagged and then I wasn't. Little fish got me unsnagged. We're not, these fish are energetic. We're not gonna keep him, he's too small. That's our second brim. Little brim. I don't know what that is. Pretty strong. What is that? Oh, that. strongest bass I've ever felt. Good grief. Puts me underneath everything. We are keeping panfish, but we'll let this rascal go. So we just landed a little bass. Notice my front camera was off. We're going to let this guy go. We could keep him to go with our little brim that we've got so far, but I'm optimistic we will do a little better this guy. Dog. Please be a perch. Is that a perch? I think it's a perch. Oh my goodness, he got off. Dadgum, that was a perch though. Oh man. I keep getting booped, but then is that a perch? What is, oh yeah, that's a perch. Good grief. Good grief. Golly. Son, my word, what a perch. That is the first perch I've actually landed, and it is a gobstopper of a perch, man. That is a big one. All right. We might be able to get a fillet off that one right there. Like, he's not a big one, but we gotta keep some fish. But I kept a brim and that big old white perch. I gotta keep a few more. After running the bank in this entire place, I'm convinced the bank is not very deep. I've done this little deal here where I dip my paddle in the water multiple times all around this lake, and in no spot has it been deeper than my paddle. Most of the time it doesn't even make it up halfway up the paddle. That tells me either the water is just really low in here and that's why it's so shallow,
or maybe it just doesn't ever get very deep in here. And it's kind of alarming for me because the fish don't really have anywhere to get to. You know, they can't retreat out in the middle, so they're pretty much stuck to being right in those bushes. That seems to be where they feel most secure. It's difficult for me to cast in there, so not looking good for me as far as the perch goes. If the water was up a little bit, maybe they'd be more out in the middle. I'm thinking that in order for this to be a productive trip, which is what I'm going for, I need to make a species target change, and we're going to start going for bass using our Zman EZ Tube. This Peter Johnson rigged, you can see it up there, and we're going to be skipping it all along the bank and seeing if there's any bass fish hanging out. I should be able to get some. Grinnell. That was good too. Okay. I'm not going to hold him. Oh gosh, he's going to end up hooking himself again. Oh, let me get my worm out of here. There's our grinnell. We're just going to flip him back in. Guess I could have kept him and made a grinnell sandwich. Oh, that's a goggle eye. I thought it was another grinnell. Tell you what though. Normally when I'm bass fishing, I'm not always keeping fish, but this dadgum goggle eye will go good with our mess. Sometimes those things will wad up in groups. Is there another one? Yeah, it is. That one's a little bit bigger. Oh, let's swing him in. Good old goggle eye. Wonder if that's like a bed of them right there. I mean, that one's bigger than the first one. So I retreat back into a little offshoot creek. It's getting to be about noonish. It's really hot, as I had on the screen earlier. The temp was 96, but after the heat index, it was like 107, and it feels like every bit of it. I've had to come in this creek for shelter for just a little while, and I'm going to fish my way out and then probably call it a day.
Good bass, too. Good. All right. It's a nice bass right there, guys. Probably a 17-incher. Healthy fish. Caught him on the old Peter Johnson. So bad news for this guy though is I need a few more fish to bring home for dinner. So we are gonna keep this guy. He will go with our little group we got so far.
So as stated earlier, getting really hot after I fish my way out of that creek, catch that bass. I'm kind of sort of satisfied with what I've done so far. Wish I'd have caught a few more perch, but I have got to drag across that beach just like I come in, go through that little ditch and get out of here, and it is hot. I will tell you though, I'm about to do the outro for this video and close it out, but my day doesn't end here. Getting back up the river was really tough after dragging across that beach, and it about whooped me, so I had to take several breaks, and in one of those breaks I found myself in a new lake. That new lake had a lot of fish in it, and I don't want this video to be an hour long, so we're going to split it up, and that second lake will be its own dedicated video. Hope you're looking forward to that.
Whew. All right guys, it is hot. Very, very hot. It's over 100 degrees right now. It is 12:10. Got a good crappie, several little crappie, decent bass, tiny bass, and a couple goggle eye, a couple brim. Not as good as I was hoping. I was thinking this lake would have been deeper, but actually it was kind of the opposite. It was, for the most part, just barely as deep as my paddler, not even. And the white perch, the crappie and stuff that were in here, they seem to be excuse me, they seem to be tucked deep in those willow bushes. I guess that's where their protection is. They don't have a lot of depth to get in school and get protection out there in the middle, so they're in the deepest water they can find amongst those trees, and it's tough to get them out of there, and it seems like they spook really easy. I don't imagine many people come back here. I don't know why they're so spooky. I guess it's the shallow water. But nevertheless, we caught a few fish for dinner. Got about 45 minutes to an hour paddle back. I got to drag back across that beach and get out of here. So I'm going to get busy with that. I probably will get back home about 4 if I had to guess, unless I stop somewhere else and fish. But I greatly appreciate you sticking with me to the end. Escambia River's got some nice crappie. If I can figure out the depth of these little oxbows, figure out which ones to fish, you know, at the different water levels, I'll be good to go. I like coming over here. I will definitely be back. So if you're from the area, let me know how I'm doing. Am I not doing good? Am I doing pretty okay? Let me know what you think. Please like and subscribe, all that good stuff. See you on the next one.